It's Vlogmas day 6.
Just see those sleigh bells jingling, ring, tingle, tingling. Lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you. Hold up, I am on my way. I'm in motion. Let's go to the ocean. Yeah, let's go outside.
So today, guys, I am going to the peppermint ball. So I got on my Victoria's Secret hat and some workout clothes, and I'm about to head to the gym. And then after the gym, obviously I'm going to work and lunch and everything, and then after that I am actually going to come back and get ready so that I can go to the peppermint ball.
We can hang out on the beach without freezing. Yeah, isn't that amazing? In Christmas times.
Okay, so I made it to the gym. I'm about to do like elliptical for about like maybe an hour and 30 minutes and maybe 30 minutes rower. And then I'm going to probably get me some tea from Dunkin' Donuts. So I'll see you guys soon. I'm back from the gym and just showering and kind of getting ready. Drinking my tea that I got from Dunkin' Donuts. I get a raspberry iced tea and I just put a little honey in it. It is really good. That's like my favorite thing to get at Dunkin' Donuts. But I'm just gonna kind of do my makeup here and kind of chit chat with you guys, because I kind of wanted to respond to the comments that were received from a couple of people, and I got like people that said comments in my Instagram inbox, as well as a couple of comments that are actually on the video for the 7 dating tips of advice that I'm giving people for like kind of dating online. At the end of the day, what I have noticed as a Black woman, people always expect us to date down or not date to the level of where we are. And I think that's really unfair. It's really unfair because I just feel like people always want us to do a certain thing and it's different for other people. The comment I want to address first: if you are broke, you technically cannot afford to date. You should not even, like, in terms of this, and I'm just saying this because this is something that I truly believe, because this is the way that I operated. When I was broke, when I didn't have the money to dress the way I wanted to dress for a day, whatever it is, I didn't date. So I have that same energy for a man that's seeking to date a woman. Why would I want to date a broke man if I've worked on myself and gotten to the point where I know that I'm of value to a relationship, whether it's a friendship, dating, whatever it is? Why would I devalue myself and all the hard work that I've done and pick someone, or let someone pick me, that still needs to get to that point? I'm not trying to raise nobody. I'm not trying to change anyone. I'm not trying to, you know, help someone get to point D and they're at point B. Like, I'm not trying to do any of that because nobody helped me, you know, do any of that. Like, I mean, again, you don't get to no point of where you are completely by yourself, but no man helped me get to the point where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, I prefer to date someone who's on my level. So yes, I'm not broke. So why would I date someone who is broke? And for people who want to do that, I mean, by all means, do what you want to do. Honestly, if you want to devalue yourself to date someone who you have to do everything for, basically almost take care of, I ain't mad at you. Do whatever you think is best for you and your life, you know? But that's just, especially for the men. And honestly, no women had that to say because they feel me. They get it. Unless they don't get it. And then I'm talking to the people who get it. Like, nobody wants to date someone who is broke. And another thing I want to touch on is me wanting to talk to somebody who is tall. And then here's the thing. I'm allowed to talk to whoever the heck I want to talk to. And if I prefer to date somebody who's tall, then who can be mad at me? And with that, I want to talk about one little story that I have. I dated this guy, and I know he only liked tall girls, and I had on heels when I first met him, but he didn't know that I was 5'1". We had been on a date for a while, but my feet got tired because we were literally on a date for like 6 hours. I took my shoes off, you know, because we had went to like an arcade. This was the last part of the date, And he was like, oh my God, you're so short. And he was like, I can't date somebody that short. And you know what? No, I wasn't hurt. My feelings weren't hurt. He has a right to want to date someone that's tall. He has that right to date whoever he wants to date. And who am I to tell him, like, oh my God, how dare you want to date, you know, someone tall? How dare you? You're crazy. Like, it doesn't matter. Men always get upset about, and especially if it's a short man, get upset about that. But like, we're entitled to what we want. And trust me, if you saying I'm missing out on my husband because my husband might be short, that's not true. My husband ain't short. Because that's the thing. God takes into account to things that you desire, your desires of your heart. And literally, I ain't gonna send no midget down here to tell me that's my husband. Because God didn't do that. So I ain't here for these memes that say, oh, you ain't married because your husband, this was what you wanted, but this is what you found. Like, I don't care about that because God knows what I like, so he's not going to send me the complete opposite of everything. Like, I get it. If he's not as tall, like 5'7" or 5'8", I can probably get down with that. But I like tall men specifically because my dad was really tall, so I kind of probably take that from that. But you guys, I think it's just like, let people live. Let people like who they want to like. You know, let people do what they want to do. It's their life. I mean, as long as you aren't being crazy against your own race or whatever it is, or even against other races, who cares on who you like and who you want to, you know, date and be happy with. That's all your business, like, in my opinion. But, so, the next thing I wanted to touch on, somebody commented that, and this was in my Instagram, somebody commented that, you know, they really understand that it's really like super hard to date, and they think that they rather, if they're talking to a guy, they rather just go with the flow, and they feel like that is okay. Now, here's the thing, and correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, and I'm okay with that, but if somebody tells you they want to go with the flow, more than likely they're not trying to have anything. They're just trying to, like, see, you know, kind of test the waters. They're not really serious about getting to know you, because most of the time, here's the thing, did not say, oh, let's go with the flow, you know, I just want to see how everything goes, I want to see what happens. It kind of was like, okay, let's just go on a date. Like, it wasn't let's go with the flow thing. Like, that never happened. That never was said. So when people say to me, like, oh, let's go with the flow, that's never was said, because they were looking for, I can't say that they was looking for something more substantial at the time. I can't even say that I was looking for something substantial at the time of meeting whoever I was talking to, you know. But it wasn't a just go with the flow thing. It was, okay, you're cool, let's just get to know each other. Like, and we didn't even say it out loud. It was just kind of like an unwritten thing. But saying it out loud, like, hey, let's just go with the flow, they're abruptly stopping you from thinking that it's ever going to be anything other than very light and very casual. And I resent that, seriously, because, like, I haven't even really got to know you. I barely know your complete whole name for the most part in most situations, and you're already telling me, like, oh, no, stop, pump the brakes, stop, no, this ain't it, this ain't what I want. Like, you're cool, you're pretty, I'm not here for that. That ain't what I want right now, right? And that's okay. That's completely okay if that's not what you want right now. But all I'm saying by that comment is that when someone says that, they're definitely letting you know that they're just not into you, really. Because here's the thing, if that person's, male or female, perfect person came into the equation, the person that the way they look, the way they speak, everything, the perfect, like all their whole checklist. If they just got out of a 10-year relationship, I promise you, they're going to be ready to date that person. So it ain't gonna be no, oh, let's just go with the flow. It's not going to happen. Nobody's gonna say that, because guess what? Like, at the end of the day, when someone says that to you, they're just not that into you. And I know that, like, one of those things where you're just like, oh, well, that's not always the case. They can grow to be into you. No, I don't think so. I think someone, if they're not into you, like, when they're into you, I don't think there's no growing into you. You know what I mean? Like, if you're not into me, like, when we first meet right away, I don't want you to grow into me. You need to go find somebody that you're into right away. Hey, by all means, do whatever makes you happy, boo. But that ain't me. So if I feel like if a guy is not into me, that's cool. If a girl is not into a guy, that's cool. It's a million other people, billion other people to date. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not the last person. You know? So you'll be fine. I really think you'll be fine. And then the next comment. Let me pull that up on my screen because I forgot. And guys, do not judge my makeup skills. Trust me, it's gonna look cute at the end. I am not Jackie Aina. I love her, but I am not her. Named Jackie. I'm using the Jackie Aina palette. Yeah, Jackie. I love her. She's like my fave. Like well, as far as beauty gurus are concerned, she's my fave. The next thing was the first impressions one. Now, I think this is insanely and wildly important as far as first impressions, because what I got from what the person sent to me, they're saying that they're kind of stumped as far as the first impressions goes. They don't really know, like, they don't really know if that is accurate, and they don't feel like when you can actually meet somebody and first not like them and grow into liking them. So and then I guess, like, you take it can take up to 3 dates, but if at the 3rd date, for me, I still feel like something is wrong with you, or even if you feel like something wrong with me, that's cool too. But if we feel like something is wrong with either of us, we should just stop talking. Like, what's the point? There ain't no real time been invested, no real money, really. Like, let's just cut our losses and keep it pushing. Like, I don't understand the theory behind, you know, just constantly talking to people after they've proven that they're not really a good match for you, or said things that you really don't get down with. What kind of sense does that make? Like, really? Like, I don't get that. Like, to me, that makes absolutely no sense to keep talking to somebody that really have already told you in body language that they're not interested in you. And so I just feel like it's cool to go out and just have fun and just be friends with people. If that's all you want, then great. It's no harm, no foul. But if you're looking for something more, you shouldn't be out here just staying in situationships, because that's why you possibly can't meet the person that you want to meet, because you're still in a situationship. I refuse to let anyone trap me into a situationship, because you're not that special. Like, again, and somebody might feel the same way about me. They might feel like I'm not that special, and that's okay, because I'm not that special to him. But to somebody, I was really special, or to somebody, I will be really special. So that's how you have to kind of think about the whole situation, is that you are special. There is literally no one in the world like you. Even if you are a twin, like Tia, Tamara, and any other twins, you know what I'm saying? Your twin is even not like you. Like, even if I can, like, think about Tia and Tamara, I don't know them personally, but they, to me, like, I know people always like, oh, it's so hard to tell them apart, but honestly, even without the mole, they have different personalities. The way they inflect is different. The way they make jokes is different. Like, I went to high school with these two twins, Jackie and Jenny. They were completely different, but nobody could, like, kind of tell them apart until they cut their hair differently. So I was just like, for me, I just feel like people are just different. They come across different regardless. Like, so you need to find that person that matches who you are and matches your fly. Nobody is perfect, so you shouldn't expect perfection from anyone. Especially since you can't be perfect and you can't, you know, provide perfection. So with that being said, you should definitely be lenient to some extent, but not to compromise your morals and standards. Because I see that's what the thing is. A lot of people comment to saying, you know, things like that. But here's the thing. You should, whatever it is, you should never compromise your morals and standards. Because that's the standards that you set for yourself. And again, you don't have to have any standards. You could be a standardless coon out here. And that's cool too. You do what you want to do. Ain't nobody mad at you. That's you and yourself doing whatever it is that you think is great for you. But at the end of the day, having standards is important. Like, nobody wants to seriously date someone that has no standards and no qualms about themselves. Like, I don't want to date that person. I want to date somebody who is motivated, as I said in the other video, someone who's enterprising and knows what they want out of life. And I'm sure if they are seriously wanting to date too and get to know somebody, they feel the same way. They're not locked into this whole notion that their opinion is going to always be right and they can't make mistakes. And like, even you can make mistakes, but you have to be an adult and own up to those mistakes and be like, hey, you know what? I wasn't right. This the way I feel, you know, this maybe wasn't the right way to feel, or this maybe wasn't the right way to say something to somebody. And be able to admit that like an adult, because like my channel is adult content. So, you know, we're all adults. So just be like, hey, you know, I'm sorry, I didn't mean something this way. And that's okay if you're on a date with somebody who is not a narcissist and they're able to kind of articulate that they may have perceived something incorrect and said something wrong or did something that they shouldn't have done. For me, I do give second chances, but it kind of depends on what it is. You know, I'm not going to give second chances to some stuff because I feel like it just shows your character to do certain stuff. But like really mild stuff that don't really matter, then yeah, of course I can be like, oh yeah, it's not that big of a deal, you know. But some stuff is just a bigger of a deal for me. And I'm pretty sure that's for everybody. Some stuff is just a bigger deal for everybody. You know, everything ain't just not a big deal. Like, some stuff is deal breakers. So if it's my deal breaker, then I can't be like, oh. So yeah. But anyways, guys, I know I'm talking your ears off. So I'm going to go ahead and finish up my makeup. And then I'll come back at you guys and let you see my final makeup look. Okay? See you soon. Okay, guys, I'm back and I am dressed. I know, guys. I'm like really feeling my makeup. Everything's all done. Girl, come on, Jackie Aina. This Jackie Aina palette is everything. But yeah, guys, the next time I come back, I'm going to just show you guys what my whole outfit looks like. And then we'll see each other next at the Peppermint Ball. So I will talk to you guys soon, guys. See you soon.
We'll be chilling and having a good